Juggling.
Is this the first time here?
Yes.
All right, give it up for David. Show him your love.
Well, would you mind if we use the spotlight right there before we get started? Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Before I came here tonight, I actually came from Las Vegas, where for the last 22 weeks I worked the main room at Caesars. Not the big casino, the pizza place, Little Caesars. So I'm a juggler, so let's get straight into it with the fancy starts. And based on your reaction, not quite fancy enough. So let's try this. Behind the back and over the shoulders, the fancy starts. Thank you. But if you waited that long to applaud, it's just pity. We're going to start off with the ever popular under the leg. Apparently it's not as popular as it used to be. But this is still the only trick where you can juggle and touch yourself at the same time. And because I have no girlfriend, I practice that trick a lot. Now tonight I'm going to do a series of juggling impressions for you, starting with this one right here. Here's my impression, whoops, here we go. Here's my impression of a juggling tennis match. For you Jewish people in the room, this is also known as Passover. Here's my imitation of a dyslexic juggler. You know, last week I was pulled over by a dyslexic cop. He gave me an IUD. But he gave me the opportunity to get out of the ticket. He said if I could say the alphabet backwards, no ticket. So I said, okay. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, O, K, J, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. He gave me the ticket anyway. And when he drove off, I'm thinking, man, what a whole ass. You like that? Can you please run around the room and make me sound funnier than I actually am? Alright, here we go with another fancy start and another non-response. Here we have an imaginary ball on the string. Now for you people in the back that can't see this, here's nearsighted juggling. And of course, here's my imitation of Pamela Anderson juggling. Apparently for this trick I need bigger balls. Oh, I see where the crowd's coming from. Here's a special one just for this group right over here. Here's my imitation of Janet Jackson juggling at the Super Bowl. I must apologize, that was politically incorrect. These balls are white. Michael Jackson. Now some of these tricks I'm showing you here tonight took me years and years to learn. And my dad said that learning these tricks were a waste of time. And based on your response, he was right. Now here's a cute little trick. Now, this trick might not be that impressive, but you can't do it. Now I'm going to show you a trick that's impressive even to jugglers. Check it out. Here we go. Whoa. Maybe I should have been a magician instead. You see, my sister's a magician, and the thing is, she gets $50 a trick. Apparently you know her. Let's try it one more time. Union rules. 3 tries for the hard ones. Whoa. Thank you. Now that's an impressive trick. But what's even more impressive is how much money I save by switching to Geico. Apparently you like the corny ones. Now when I first learned to juggle, I used to throw it over my shoulder like this. And people would say, David, why do you do that? I tell them, because I can. Now if you like that, here's double the trouble. Whoa. Thank you for that pity applause.
Nobody's kidding.
Now here's my imitation of a rainbow coming over a mountaintop. Now, I remember when I first saw this trick, I also was so impressed that I also forgot to applaud. One of my tougher 3-ball tricks for you right here.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Thank you. By the way, that trick is a result of 5 years of no female social life. That's what happens when you're in prison. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to throw this ball in the air and I'm going to catch it on the back of my 6th and 7th vertebrae, which, as you know, is physically impossible. Now, in case I miss it and hit the top of my head, I could actually cause myself a perennial subdural hematoma. And apparently you could care less. All right, here we go. Perennial subdural hematoma. Thank you. Now to finish up, you want to see an easy one or a hard one? A hard one? How are you going to know the difference? Hard one. Here we go. Just for you, hard one. Oh. Yeah!